Questioners. The setter, Sam Lotu-Iiga.
Thank you, Mr Chairman. My privilege to speak to the vote commerce estimates for this 2011 year. Sir, the vote commerce estimates were increased by 12% this financial year, and one of the key reasons, as my colleague Jonathan Young has pointed out, is that because of the establishment of the Financial Markets Authority. And that authority, sir, will, in its first year, have tabbed for it $31.7 million for its establishment, but also its functioning. And, sir, it replaces the Securities Commission, and we're informed that it will provide for a more active, a more well-resourced and more streamlined regulator in financial markets. And the purpose of this is, again, as Mr Young has pointed out, is to improve investors' confidence and participation in our capital markets, and particularly so after the recent spate of finance company failures that have occurred in the last 3 to 5 years. Sir, one of the key provisions of that statute which we put in place was to give the Financial Markets Authority the right of action to take up on behalf of either a company or an individual, to take on rogue companies, particularly finance companies, and, sir, that will provide for those that can't take on the action themselves but allow the Financial Markets Authority to at least enforce that. It will create a new market intelligence unit which issuers will be able to consult as they develop new products to avoid the need for corrective measures later on in the process. And, sir, that is about working with the industry to provide for more effective and more efficient markets. Sir, we've seen recently with the spate of lowball offers that the Financial Markets Authority will be able to take on such inequitable lowball offers that are provided by those that prey on vulnerable investors. So, sir, you can see that the FMA will be an all-powerful regulator, unlike the Securities Commission, which was its predecessor. Sir, our committee, the Commerce portfolio has been a busy one under the current Minister, and as he departs Parliament in the next few months, we salute his work in the portfolio because it has been a rather industrious committee. Sir, we've passed legislation in financial service providers, financial advisors. We've pushed through legislation in the auditors and solvency practitioners area, securities trustees. We've also dealt with patents and copyright law, which has been quite difficult. But, sir, the mother of all financial markets legislation is still to be done, and that is the Securities Act, which is well overdue, and we expect a paper out, a draft exposure paper in the next few weeks. Sir, we've also, in terms of the financial advisors legislation, although the financial advisors that I speak to, particularly in my own electorate of Maunga-Kēkē, they do say that it is adding compliance, it is adding regulation, but if compliance and regulation also allow for the industry to be more credible, for there to be more integrity in those that practice financial advisory services in the markets, then, sir, the practitioners have said that is okay. And to date, to 1st of July, 1,300 authorised financial advisors had been registered, with still 700 to complete that process. Sir, I just want to touch on another piece of legislation that the Minister has signalled should be reformed, and that is the area of moneylenders. The Minister has signalled that there will be a financial summit next week on the 11th of August, where stakeholders in the whole moneylenders industry will come together to share ideas, to exchange their thoughts on the way forward in terms of regulation. And, sir, we should see some response from the Minister and from this government in the coming months. And, sir, It is an area that I see every day in my electorate office that needs reform. I see people who have been affected by loan sharks or money lenders.
Mr. Chairman.
The Honourable Simon Power.
Mr. Chairman.